empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And they'll have Herbert try and throw for it. And the Chargers are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Tell you what, they're not messing around. You get the quick touchdown, and then you go for 2 to go up 8-0 here on the road.
In a sense, they hit them with a big shot right away. You don't throw a jab after you throw the haymaker, right? Go ahead and go for 2. They did. They're in control.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Murray. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out. Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Here's Murray from midfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play fake. Murray. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. Murray sets to throw on 4th. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Murray flips this forward on the jet sweep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great play there with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And now the Cardinals are within a 2-point conversion of tying up this game. Prater for the extra point. And this is now a 1-point game. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. A short kick taken at the 18. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Charger drive about to get going. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. He'll start with a give to Taylor. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Cardinals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run left with Pollard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Murray now. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Through an opening, and there he goes. The 30. 10. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Got a man, it's Darren Waller. And they're fighting through, and he's got space. Touchdown, Cardinals. And that is where Darren Waller really excels. He led all NFL tight ends in yards after the catch in 2020. Another nice effort here.
Yeah, normally when you talk about tight ends, you immediately begin talking about them rumbling down the field. But to me, he was pretty well gliding downfield there. Very athletic for a big man, and he takes this one all the way to pay dirt.
A short kick taken at the 18. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Charger drive about to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is, and if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming in.
And got his man complete. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. A big game that time for the Chargers. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And the tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a give to Taylor. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Now Murray off play action. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now a give here to Pollard. And they're going to get the first down here across the 15-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Murray flips this forward on a jet sweep. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Chargers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Brandon Staley telling his troops to stay out there and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. Flush to his right. The third time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the third.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game planned for it. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they had gotten 2 for 2.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game, Charles, much talked about coming in. And you think there's a real chance this is a Super Bowl preview?
I do, because as things stand, and I'll give you a little bit of a caveat here, that maybe things will shake out a little bit if someone loses along the way. But here we are right now. These are your 2 current number 1 seeds, and I think they're both good enough to make it to the big game.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Murray now to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Pollard, he's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll wind up getting about 6 out of that, as that's going to lead us to the 2-minute warning. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 4th down. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw him a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. To the air again, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Herbert now. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Again, Herbert. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands but could not hang on.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The final shot before the break for Herbert. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this 1st half. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the 1st half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone. Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone again. So get him some oxygen. He scores on the long run and then punches in the 2-point conversion for good measure. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Again, it's Taylor. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. The offense is going to stay out there. They've converted twice, failed once so far on 4th down. Let's see what's in store here. They're going to try and throw. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Prater's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On 1st down, it's Herbert. Steps away to his left. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain that time for the Chargers. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll try the left side with Taylor. Pushes past him. And now running right through it. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and he'll come up empty on the try for 2. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And this is going to be a Cardinals first down as he's got this up to the 35-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
First down, Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now Murray. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 36 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. Big hole up the middle, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tony Pollard with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Cards get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Charger drive about to get going. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now it's Herbert. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Herbert on first down now. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Running left, Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Herbert off of play action. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Third and goal. Keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try and run. Taylor. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Fourth down for Herbert. Desperation time. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Chargers. Jonathan Taylor from 8 yards out. And the Chargers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
They'll let Taylor try and run, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Man, 188 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ballgame. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now from Murray. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
On play action, it's Murray. He'll buy some time right. That's into the hands of Edwards. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Cardinals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point good by Prater, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. A short kick taken at the 18. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Taylor's got the first down and more. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now Taylor. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Forced out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 36. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 19. The 20. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And now this 4th quarter becoming very interesting. That pick 6 makes this a 1-score game. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how aggressive they choose to be. Wow, and even 200 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
31's the mic. Check back. 31's the mic. Let's go, Pete. Tighten up.
Murray going to throw. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
These guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st down, Pollard. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down, and he stopped immediately there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. To throw is Murray. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now, the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Going to run again here with Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
And he's across for the touchdown. In the final minute, that should just about seal it. Now Prater to add the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Will not work out. The Chargers able to recover. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown, but probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off. Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
They'll let Taylor try and run, and he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So looking at this situation, you should have time for the onside kick and then at least one play. And the Cardinals have got it. So that should just about put an end to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Pollard now a first down and more. Oh, nifty. And he's in for the score. And his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
Prater for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Arizona, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll get